Hey, Sony conference is about to start. No one cares. They've got a point. So, how far off am I? Do I need to refresh? Okay, I'm fine. The last conference, huh? Except it's not. This is the last conference, technically, but I still have to watch Square Enix, which will be probably later. Maybe not. It might not be. Because my throat is killing me. I might just do it tomorrow and record it and upload it on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. Well, you've died and gone to hell. Okay, that no one's surprised by that. It starts in 10 minutes. Sony is our last saving grace. Because the rest of the conferences, except Microsoft's, have been just utter shit. This is one of the worst E3s I've ever watched. It's really bad. So what am I hoping from Sony? I'm hoping for more Yakuza news. I'm kind of hoping, and this is a real stretch, I know, but I'm kind of hoping for a Yakuza Ishiden. I think that's what it is. A Western release of that. And I would say Kanzen, I think is what the album was, but that one already has a fan-made English translation. So a Western release would be nice, but not something that would be too exciting. Maybe something, but I'd rather Ishiden. Yakuza Kiwami 3 announcement would be nice. Anything Tekken or Soul Calibur related, if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be at the Sony conference. It might have been at Square Enix, so I don't know. I haven't been on Reddit or anything because I don't want to spoil anything that they may have shown during that conference. But I feel like if there's going to be anything Tekken related, it'll be at Sony. If it's an actual conference, I mean. So hopeful for that. Maybe something Project Diva related. That would be really nice. Although I highly doubt it because I don't think a lot of Westerners care for Project Diva. But it would be nice if they announced something regarding it. A new game would be cool. Another DLC pack would be nice. Just anything in relation to Project Diva would be something I would like from Sony. They're probably going to talk about Yakuza Kiwami 2. They're probably going to talk about the PC PC games they're putting on the PC. I don't know the best way to word that, but the thing they were talking about during the last conference. And I still can't believe that Yakuza 2 is coming to PC. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to play that again on PC. It's such a good game. It's such a good game. Other than that, I don't know anything else I would want from Sony. The only thing I could really think of is Japanese only releases being released for the West. But other than that, because I don't know anything that Sony's making at the moment. I'm not in touch with Sony, so I don't know. That's my wish list though. Tekken related news, Soul Calibur related news, Project Diva potentially, Yakuza stuff. That's pretty much it. So this after, see, I thought After Party was going to be related to the PC gaming show. Apparently it's just a game. Who cares? This looks dumb, boring. I got a new pencil, by the way. I couldn't refill the lead on my old one, but I have a pencil to write things with. So, no need to worry about me having to write anything on my phone. Good. Because I fucking hate this thing. I don't like phones. Speaking of phones, one thing we're not going to be getting from this press conference is mobile games. That's good. It's almost a guarantee, so happy with that. I mean, I know Sony makes phones, but I don't think they've ever announced a mobile game or talked about a mobile game at a Sony conference. Oh. That's not a sign of things to come, is it? Uh-oh. So, in regards to Square Enix, I don't know if I'll stream it. This might be Michael Jackson's This Is It of E3. We'll see how I feel when it happens. I don't know. I might just save it for tomorrow and record it and put it on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know. I'll try. But my throat really is killing me. I haven't talked this much in a very long time. And I feel like there are a bunch of thumbtacks in my throat right now, all trying to pierce their way through my jugular, and it's not a fun time. Anyway, Sony starts in less than 30 minutes. Should we unmute these fucks? Nah. I have nothing else to I have nothing else to talk about. You know what? Let's play a round of Google Feud. How about that? This program may contain graphic content. Good.
Please welcome Sean Layden.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church. This fulfills
Well,
obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that.
Fuck, I'm burning.
But thank you.
God
Thank you for
damn
coming
it.
out. It's great to see the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent.
What's this static?
And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman,
I don't know what that is.
It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening,
This is very different than
here
usual
again
Sony
at PlayStation,
conferences.
We decided to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I can
in the way
tell.
that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide. And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games.
I don't like the sound of that.
You know, what we
God damn it, Sony, you were the last line of defense. You were the chosen one.
We really want to take our love for gaming
Fuck.
and make it sing. And
This
make it
is
sing
this
very
conference is going to be terrible too,
it's a
isn't
gaming
it?
industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation.
Let's not talk about the games. Let's have a deeper meaning behind all of them. Let's take you on a journey. Shut the fuck up. I just want to hear about the games. I'm not here to go on a fucking journey with you. Fuck off.
Those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight,
Jesus, I really do feel like I'm in church again. God damn it.
This church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So, without further ado...
Well, could you stop with the staticky microphone first? That would be great. I honestly might leave this. I might leave this conference. Depending on how it goes. I'm not in the mood. I'm really not in the mood. And if it goes on like EA's, where they just keep talking and talking and talking, I'm going to leave. Oh, fuck off! Are you serious? Fuck off! With your goddamn banjo, I'm going to sit on there, get a fucking banjo. Ah, look at me setting up. Alright, cool. Fuck you. Oh, I'm tuning my instrument. Cause I couldn't do that off stage. Oh, fuck me. What is this static? This isn't me, is it? I don't think it is. I think it's the show. Hold on. Let me mute this. Let me keep talking. Hold on. Let me mute this. Okay, no. It is this. Okay. That's good. So not only do I have to hear fucking banjo music for presumably 4 minutes instead of video games, which is what I actually care about, I also have to hear over a bunch of goddamn static. Jesus Christ. I don't care about this. I just want the fucking games. It's a press conference, not a musical performance, you cunts. God damn it. I'm going to give this 10 more minutes. I'm giving it 10 more minutes. If it's still like this after 10 more minutes, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm not watching this shit. Oh my god, just when I thought I was done. And he knew it too. He fucking knew it. He had that pause. He was like, ha, I got you now, bastards. And then he kept playing. This is insufferable. This is insufferable. Oh, this is the worst conference. Isn't it? I'm actually probably going to leave this one. I feel bad for all of the people in here because they're so packed in they couldn't leave if they wanted to. They're trapped. How long is this going on for? 5 minutes. 5 minutes and we've gotten a bunch of fuck all. Jesus Christ. Boo! Get off the fucking stage! We just want to hear about video games. That's what we're here for. Cause it's a press conference! You fucking asshole. Piss off! God damn it. Naughty Dog. I really don't like Naughty Dog games. So... didn't like The Last of Us. I think they made Crash Bandicoot too. Didn't like that. Or whatever their older games were. Alright, what's this? If this is another Last of Us, I'm going to throw something across the room. I hated The Last of Us. I really did. The controls were terrible. It ruined the fucking game. The story was not a zombie game, great, thanks for that. The controls were shit, and made the entire game unenjoyable.
Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved
It was boring.
Yeah.
I don't understand why everyone loved it. I thought it was a boring crock of shit. Another boring zombie game with terrible controls and a mediocre story. Woohoo.
Not gonna happen.
And I think this is another one.
She, say something, dude?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Who's Ellie?
Jesse.
Is this Beyond Two Souls 2?
Get some rest.
Yes, sir.
What is this?
Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay, I have a very serious question for you.
Uh-huh.
How bad do I smell?
There's still static, by the way. Can we just talk about the fact that there's still static?
A hot pile of garbage?
How has production not fixed the goddamn static?
How about that? Gross.
Hold on, let me refresh the stream. I don't know what this game is, and I don't care. I'm refreshing the stream. Nope, it's still there. It's the stream. Great. Great.
Maybe they're staring at you.
This is fucking brilliant. Fuck off. Get off my fucking... Thank you. Oh, I'm going to kill someone. That was a joke, by the way. That was a joke. That was a joke, Twitch.
Not a threat.
But seriously, I'm pissed.
Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified.
This is going on way too long. What? I don't know what this is. What the fuck is this? Uh-huh, great. Can we get on with it? That's gonna hurt. Well, at least we're getting gameplay, but I still don't know what the game is. I think this is another Last of Us. Well, I already said why I hate The Last of Us. This is going to be no different. I don't want to watch this. So I had to listen to Banjo Man for 5 fucking minutes, by the way. And now I get a game that I don't give a shit about. Great. This is starting out real great. Real great. I'll give them 2 more chances. How about that? Instead of time constraint, I'll give them 2 more chances. And if in those 2 chances I don't give a fuck about anything that they're talking about, I'm out. Please don't do this. Please. Ah, bang, etc., etc. We've heard it all before. It's generic shit. Oh boy, there are cultists. Wow. Great. Oh boy, look at his intestines. Isn't that spooky?
Spread out.
Oh wow, and now there's someone coming to attack them. Wow. This is really interesting gameplay that doesn't look at all boring and repetitive. Oh, and now we have cover shooter mechanics, because that's always good, right? Cover shooters are always great, especially on console where you have to aim with a fucking controller. Always great, right? Yep, and you have the typical visibility bar. Great. I don't know what mood Sony was trying to put me in before this happened, but it clearly wasn't a good one. And I'm kind of pissed off right now. It wouldn't be as bad if... This is probably pre-rendered bullshit, isn't it? And even if it's not, I don't care. Nah, this is definitely pre-rendered bullshit, isn't it? Like, Jesus Christ. Oh wow, here's the generic running scene after you've broken stealth and everyone's firing at you. Wow, we haven't seen that before. Oh boy, now there's going to be more cover shooting mechanics, right? Right? You gotta show off that high-octane gameplay. I don't think I'd be as pissed off if the entire E3 hasn't been a complete husk of shit.
Wolf, she came through here.
This entire E3 has been fucking terrible, and I expected Sony to be better than this. But, nope. Can't have that. Oh, here's that high-octane gameplay coming into effect. I would be impressed if this wasn't pre-rendered bullshit. But at the same time, I will be impressed with it now, but it would get really repetitive and really... it would be much less get much less impressive extremely quickly. And you know, if this is on PS4 only, it's going to run at sub 30 FPS on a normal PlayStation 4, which is great. Well, it's been 10 minutes and they haven't impressed me, but they've only done one game so far. And to be fair, they are showing gameplay. But my patience is running thin. Especially because it's The Last of Us, and I really do not like The Last of Us at all. There's nothing about it that I like, so... How does that guy behind you not see you? Wow, a crafting system. That really makes me want to play this game. Because crafting systems aren't boring. This looks way... If this is how the game actually is, this is way too cinematic for my liking. It's like every time something happens, it has to be a cinematic shot, which I feel like is going to retract from the gameplay a lot. If this is actually what it's going to be, and this isn't, again, pre-rendered bullshit. Oh yeah, that confirms that was all pre-rendered bullshit. I'm not impressed. If anything, that's made me not want to bother with the game even more. God damn it, someone's downloading something. I'll be right back. Yep, The Last of Us Part 2. Woohoo, I couldn't give less of a fuck. Okay, the download, whatever they were downloading is done. Couldn't give less of a fuck. 10 minutes of... Actually, 12 minutes of shit that I just didn't care about. All bunch of pre-rendered bullshit disguised as gameplay. Fuck off. Fuck off. And if they don't show a game immediately, if they do another musical before the game starts, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Alright, I gotta tell people to stop downloading shit. Hold on.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move
okay, I got to
next part of the
stop,
experience.
sorry.
We'll have a little bit more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
How are you?
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase. And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us?
What the fuck is this?
Than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello,
What did I
sir.
miss?
Good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage.
This
How
is
did you
like a
get here so fast?
I
pre-show
created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot
that they've
right
put
across
into
studio
the
there.
show.
Right over here. Well, it's
Yes.
good to have you here.
Well, it's
sir.
great to be here, and I think that was a very powerful start for our E3 program. For
No,
this year.
wasn't. It
Right,
was
there's much more to
garbage.
come,
It was
but I do wanna zero in
pre-rendered
on The
bullshit
Last of Us
disguised
Part
as
2
gameplay. It
for
was
a moment.
disingenuous.
You know, as
I had to
chairman of
hear
Worldwide
some
Studios, you work very
asshole
closely
play a
with
banjo
Naughty
for
Dog.
5
You guys need no
minutes.
introduction.
It's
And I'm
there's been
curious,
it's
your
20 minutes with
perspective
one
first on
game
that when it comes
that
to
again was
development of this game.
disingenuous
Well,
bullshit,
I
and
mean,
it was a
we are-
game I
we are
didn't
every
care
week
about.
looking at,
It's
what
been
can be the next
shit.
iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful.
No, it
I mean, the whole
wasn't.
relationship
It was
between Ellie and
pre-rendered
Dina going
bullshit
into
disguised as
combat sequence
gameplay.
really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have
It
a
shows
very
fuck
broad and
all.
ranging game that's not gonna
It
make you
shows
only work
absolutely
at it as a
fuck
player,
all.
You're going to have to just think as a person. What you're
Good
up against.
God.
Can't wait to see more of that. And that was first gameplay we saw.
I am
there.
so
Well,
sick of the
two,
bullshit.
looking
I am
obviously
so
incredible.
sick of it.
And speaking of
I'm getting
incredible,
properly
Worldwide
pissed off.
Studios lately, I mean, it's just been
Jesus
unbelievable.
Christ.
Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction, and Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm. all
I
right?
don't care. Just show us the
In a lot of ways,
games.
my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope. You know, provide generalized, advice about where we can take this as.
If this goes
an
on for
industry
3
and
more
as-
minutes,
and
I'm
as a-
leaving.
as a gaming culture. But
Now give it
obviously, we've
5
got
minutes.
13
Give it
studios
a
worldwide.
normal number. If
We
this
try
goes
to
on for
give them
5
as much
minutes, I'm
creative
leaving.
control
If there's
as
another
possible
musical
and just
number
help support
after
them
this
through their
without
vision.
a
That's kind of
game
what we've been trying to
that
do
comes
for
up
the last,
immediately, then
dozen
I'm
years with
leaving.
Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot.
Keep
and
in mind,
it has
this
to
is
do
a
with
fourth
God
of the
War. You know,
conference.
it's a celebrated
This has been a
game. It's sold
fourth
extremely
of the
well. It has
fucking
a huge
conference,
legion
and one
of
game
fans.
has been
And
shown.
One of the things I wanted to mention was, I get a lot of
This
tweets
is no,
about
you know what
new
this
Game
is? This is a
Plus.
bunch of filler
Is this
disguised as
something
a
that you
great
and Santa Monica
idea they
Studio
had.
are
A
evaluating?
great idea they had to change up because they have
With the
fuck
advent
all
of
the
social media,
show.
we get a lot of real-time feedback.
What's
from
Twitch
fans
chat
in the
saying
community,
about
and
this?
we
This is
listen
one of
to
the
that,
few
and
times I
Worldwide
want to
Feed
know.
is filled up with
Okay,
all this
good,
stuff. We
good.
can talk
Okay,
about
this is
it
the
all.
one time I
It's
can
all
agree with
important. We take it
Twitch
all
chat.
seriously,
Thank
and New Game
God.
Plus was something that came through really strong and really hard through that
I
kind of
never
feedback
thought
loop.
I'd say
I'm
this
happy to say today
in my
that teams
life,
are working
but
on it.
Sony
We have
is
more
worse than
updates
the
on
PC
that. We'll
gaming
go through the
show.
blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished
Which
God
is-
of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy.
Which
I will
is-
somehow find
That's
more
scary.
time.
I
will find
didn't
time
think
to
that
get-
would
He
ever be
wasn't
possible.
watching.
In fact, Sony may be the worst conference. It may just be the worst
Thank you so
conference.
much, Sean, and it's great to hear that you
Because
and-
at
and
least
that
the
amazing
other,
team at Santa
at
Monica
least
Studio
EA
are
showed
fantastic.
games.
If we
At
can
least
create,
Bethesda
functionality
showed
and
games.
features that allow people to
They're
spend
not
more
showing
time in the worlds we
games.
build, that's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus, that is confirmed. That is coming to God of
Yep.
War. We'll have full details on PlayStation Plus shortly.
Woohoo.
we have a lot more to talk about too.
Yeah, and actually, Sean, I wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago, you did something a little bit.
I don't want to hear about it.
Team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main
I'm
games
so sick of
that
this
we
shit.
would be
I might not
highlighting
even
at
do
PlayStation
Square
Showcase.
Enix
I
at
was
this
wondering
rate.
What the thought process was there?
Well, you know, every year we try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year we felt that what we really want to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories you're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide
Man,
range
if
of,
it wasn't for the Command and Conquer
titles
Mobile,
there,
this would be
everything
the
from,
worst conference.
The Last
I
of Us
think
2 is just
even
right
with
now, to
that,
Death Stranding
this
and-
is the
and
worst
Spider-Man and
conference.
Ghost. So,
I really
this
do
year, I
at this
want people to
point
know
think that
don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do
Fuck
have a lot more
off.
coming from those Worldwide
Just
Studios
fuck
games in the
off.
showcase later
That's not
tonight.
what
Do
this
you
is
have any
about.
Personal games that you are most excited about.
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months and available in stores, and that's our favorite web slinger,
Of course.
Spider-Man.
Of
So we're going to
course.
see a lot of that tonight.
Woohoo.
The folks at home should be happy with what they're doing.
Spider-Man.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to
Okay,
trade notes
they
with the
got
chairman of
out of
Worldwide
here within
Studios.
like
Great to see you
3-minute
guys.
time
Head back to the
frame.
pneumatic tube station, though.
All
Yes,
right, please
please.
do.
All right.
And
Wear the helmet.
We do
So-
have a lot more in store coming up. in
You
just a few
dodged that
minutes as
bullet.
The E3 showcase continues, but in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say,
Why the
we
fuck
kick
is
it
there an
off.
intermission
Look at the
after
latest
one
World
game?
Call of Duty.
One game! Oh, great, and now it's Call of Duty. No one gives a fuck about Call of Duty anymore. Oh, Jesus. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Fuck off. Fuck off with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Are you shitting me? Talk about milking a fucking franchise. What franchise within a franchise, for that matter? Oh, you bring back Summit from Black Ops 1. You fucking assholes. Fuck off. Slums too? Oh, so you're just taking a bunch of maps that were from a good Call of Duty game and porting them over to a bad one in the hopes that people may like it because of nostalgia value. Even though a bunch of kids are playing this game, so no one who's played this game has played the original Call of Duty Black Ops.
Welcome back. We are having the PlayStation
Piss off.
E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. We've got some good friends.
Oh,
as
do
well.
you?
Yeah.
Meredith
Do you
Monroe,
have some good
Meredith
things to
Monroe,
talk about? Tell me what those good things are,
Good
you
to have you
fucking
guys
cunt.
back.
Yeah,
good to be back.
Friendly
yeah.
faces right before the showcase.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
So I say we keep this moving here, and when it comes to Call of Duty, we
I
know that
agree.
a bunch of
Keep it
remastered
moving.
maps from Black
Away
Ops
from
1 and
this
Black Ops
shitty
2
game.
Are making their way to
Why
Call
are
of
we
Duty
still
Black Ops
here?
4 this October on launch day. But what we just learned
Oh,
here is that
because
those maps,
they
those
show
classic
one
maps,
game
are
and they
coming to
needed
Black
a
Ops
little bit of a
3
break,
as well,
huh?
for those who
Oh,
played
that's
Black
it,
Ops
yeah,
3.
okay.
Oh, that's
Hey,
pretty
guess
awesome.
what? I got
What
something
if
to
I
tell
don't
you.
own Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
I got
Well,
something
that's
to
where it
tell
gets
you,
a little
hold
more
on.
interesting,
Where
my
the
friend.
fuck is it?
So
Nobody
tonight,
gives
we're
a
actually
fuck.
doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3.
Jesus
Black
fucking
Ops 3 is
Christ.
coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
Woohoo!
Yes, very nice.
Great!
I love E3 because not only do
Oh,
we
it's
get
Black
to
Ops
showcase
3, not
but
4.
our
It doesn't
audience,
fucking matter,
PlayStation
does
Plus
it?
Subscribers get a little treat.
It's the
Just a little
same
tasty
thing.
treat.
Right,
Yeah.
little mid E3 supply drop for
Yeah,
you
there
there.
you go. Perfect.
You know, we've been sharing a lot of good news. We got to share 5 really cool announcements last week when we did our countdown, kind of ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
What 5
Right, we had
announcements?
the
What are you
countdown to
talking
E3,
about?
And that was 5 game reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
Why are they doing this like it's some form of sports announcement? I don't get it. Shut the fuck up. Man, I'm glad I can really see this with Twitch's pixelation. Oh, another Tetris game! Wow, because we really need one of those, huh? Ride to Hell 2? Oh, Days Gone. Great, thanks for that. Can you actually give us information on it, maybe?
I have to figure out what happened. Okay, wake up. Focus. Remember.
No idea what that is. Thanks for explaining it to us, lads.
Look like you've seen a ghost.
Comes a heartfelt story.
Oh my god, I'm going to have an aneurysm.
Who are you?
I'm going to have a fucking aneurysm. Oh, and this shit! This game is fucking awful. It's too easy. The core gameplay fundamentals are flawed. The scoring system is shit. Beat Saber's a terrible fucking game, and I don't understand why everyone loves it. Oh, actually, everyone loves it because they don't play actual rhythm games. That's why. That's why everyone loves it. If you're playing an actual rhythm game, you would know why that game is complete fucking garbage.
So let's keep moving here. There was a lot of great stuff here. Oh, and we could see the crowd is seated. The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak in there before.
Oh my god, no, just fuck off. Go away. I don't want to see
Let's
you.
squeeze it in. Let's squeeze
Go
it in.
away.
Okay, so this
You
next franchise
Vsauce reject. Fuck off.
loyal community.
God
Nearly
damn.
6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot.
They do. And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
Uh-huh. Is this Destiny shit? You know, on one hand, at least they're showing us video games, but on the other hand, they're not really showing us video games. They're like, hey, this game exists. Okay, bye. It's even worse than the PC gaming show. It's like they're flashing the title of the game and that's it. And then they're just talking about bullshit for 20 minutes. Good God. Thank you. I wanted to get shot. Better than watching this trash. I think I was hopeful. What a fool I am. Okay, this is showing us fuck all. This is showing us nothing. It's pre-rendered bullshit. No one cares. Show us something that matters. It doesn't matter because this is probably Destiny anyway. Isn't it? Go on. Yeah, it's Destiny. Destiny is shit. We all know it's shit. Destiny's a garbage game.
That was a powerful new look.
Filled with anti-consumer bullshit. Fuck Destiny and fuck Activision.
Enhancements and content for that one. And
fuck your
It
DLC.
looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up, and guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
There's no
Not
buzz.
too bad.
No one
But
cares.
there's barely any time because we're about to get to the showcase.
that's right. We are.
You've
really
been
seconds
saying that
away
for the
when it comes
past
down to it for the
7
rest of
minutes.
PlayStation's E3 showcase. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight.
Yeah, you're welcome. Can you fuck off now?
For now,
I think it's
Good
almost time.
I
God.
think it's almost time. Should
Yeah,
we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to
Okay.
cover.
Okay. Got a lot more in store.
If this is
So
another
let's check it
musical
out
number, I'm done.
live right now.
I'm really done. God damn it, it's Sekiro though. So I can't because I want to know more about this game. What's another fucking musical number? Oh my god. You know what? No. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even give a shit. I do not give a single fuck. If this is their shitty conference where they keep doing dumb musical numbers, flashing titles of games on the screen, not actually showing us proper gameplay, showing us a bunch of disingenuous bullshit, then I'm fucking done. This conference is worse than EA's and I'm leaving. This is shit. I'll be back for Square Enix maybe, depending on if I really want to or not. Fuck off. Hello, everybody. I would like to apologize for how angry that I got previously, and actually that's a fucking lie. I couldn't give a fuck how angry I got. That was fucking stupid. The shit that Sony was doing. This is after the press conference is over. I figure that since I've already been uploading the other conferences to my channel, I'll just do this one. I'll skip through this one and finish this one, and I'll watch through Square Enix's just for the sake of closure, because it's one in what's going to be, well, 1.5 conferences. But I think you can understand why I got so angry. It's because this entire E3 has been a bunch of bullshit. Games have continuously been ruined. People have been not treating this as a press conference, but more as an entertainment piece and not actually showing us games. And Sony comes in being the most egregious of it all, saying that they're not going to show us games. Instead, they want to take us on a journey. They blatantly said they don't want to just show us games. And I don't understand what their thought process was behind that, because that's the reason why people are at and watching E3. They don't give a single flying fuck about your retarded journey. They don't. No one gives a fuck, you dumb cunts. So I just quit. I couldn't deal with it. I was already so pissed off at how terrible Ubisoft's conference was and how disappointing PC Gamer's conference was, because I was excited for it, and then it just kind of ended up being a letdown. EA and Bethesda have both ruined a bunch of series that I like to watch that I liked, and this E3's just been hell. So it got me past my breaking point. So I'm not streaming this. I am recording this just for you people on the YouTubes who are watching this. I am going to keep this in the same format, though, that I've been doing the streams, just for the sake of consistency. But yeah, so I'm going to watch Square Enix's all the way through, like how I've done all of the rest of them. This one I'm just gonna skip through, though, because it's dumb. I did learn after the conference that Neo 2 was announced here, and I am very, very, very excited for that, because Neo is one of my favorite games. The first Neo was fucking phenomenal, and I was very giddy when I heard about that. So I'm very happy that that's been announced. I'm happy that that's coming. I'm excited to see what it looks like. And it, like I said at the end of my Neo playthrough, if you watched it, I was looking forward to a Neo 2, but I didn't think it was going to happen because I didn't know how they would be able to do it. So I'm very, very excited for that. That's one of the big games I'm going to be looking forward to. I think that's the 5th one I can put on the list now of games that I'm really looking forward to coming up from these conferences. So I thought I'd get that out of the way. Other than that, I have no idea what was unveiled at this conference. So let's get on with it then.
Thank you so much.
So I'm going to skip through this. I'm going to skip through their little musical. Yeah, this is where I just quit. This is why I gave up. This is so dumb. I guess if you're in the audience here, if you see this in person, to be fair, if you see this in person, I'm going to break that consistency for this conference, though, because I couldn't give a fuck. If you're in the audience for this performance, then it's cool, right? Because you're seeing someone in person playing this weird, I suppose, and I'm guessing ancient instrument right in front of you, and it sounds good. And then you have this giant screen with a wheat field behind him, and I'm sure it's good when you're there, but I don't give a fuck. I just want the games. This is a fucking press conference, you assholes. Come on. You know, the worst part was that was... that's me. That was me. The worst part is that that was almost done when I quit, too. What I don't understand is why he can't be doing... Like, because all Sony's conferences, they've had their own music while the thing's playing in the background. And... that's good. That's fine. I like that, but when you're just playing it and then you show the thing, that's bad. Anyway, is this Neo 2 then? Is that what I missed, is Neo 2? Because it may be, and I didn't think it was going to happen. I really didn't. I saw the wheat field, and I thought for a second Neo 2, and I thought, no, there's no fucking way there's going to be Neo 2, and I was so pissed off that my pessimism was through the roof, so I thought it was Sekiro.
Temple's close.
Maybe this is William's son? Oh. Interesting. Okay. You've gauged my interest. This looks cool. I should probably write down so I remember. Because I will discuss the conference after it's over. I should write down that other game. What was it called? I don't remember. All I know is I don't like it. Otsuna Grasslands. This looks pretty. This looks really pretty. I like this one lone red tree in the background. That's cool too.
Nobu, come.
He is speaking English, but I don't know if that means this is Neo 2 or not, though. Oh, this looks so nice. And it doesn't look like pre-rendered bullshit like The Last of Us 2 did. That's what it was called, The Last of Us 2. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not accidentally streaming, so give me 1 second. Alright, we're good. I just wanted to make sure because I'm not sure if this is allowed to be streamed or not. The VOD is. Of course, they play reruns anyway, but I don't know. I'm not gonna risk it. If Neo 2 is set during the Mongol invasion, though, that would be really cool. Oh, they're speaking Mongolian? Okay. That was cool. Okay, this doesn't look like pre-rendered bullshit. This looks like it's actual feasible gameplay. Oh, this looks cool. Even if this isn't Neo 2, this looks cool. I think it is, though. Which it'll be ironic if I missed the sequel to one of my favorite games because I got so angry at the conference being shit. That would be funny. Okay, that looked like pre-rendered bullshit. But then again, maybe he ran out of ki. And that was a finishing move. Jin.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
These finishing moves look cool.
Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako.
Well, either way, I missed a really great-looking game in a fit of rage. Which is a shame, but I'm seeing it now.
We can take them.
I wonder what this is.
Remember Sako Bridge? We strike quietly. They kill the monk.
I'll guard the exits. Just get that monk.
Yeah, okay, so this isn't Neo. If it is, they've changed a lot of the gameplay systems of it, so this is probably Sekiro. Either way, it looks really fucking cool. Even if this isn't Neo 2.
Please, I do not understand.
I was hoping you would use the Kusarigama to hang one of them and then drop down and then stab one of them with the blade. That would have been cool. And that... So what I was thinking was he was going to grab one by the neck, string him up, fall down, stab another one with the blade, and then as the other one's coming at him, let go and let the other eye drop on him, and he would have stabbed him with the dagger. But either way, still cool. Ow. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Oh.
Run!
Oh, a tale of betrayal.
Fight. Mongols win.
They already won.
Tale of sadness. Of misery. Of despair.
You were my friend.
Give me
Ooh. I was going to commend it for not being clashing sword combat and actually being like how actual sword fights went, where it was a dodge and then you sliced, stabbed once and it was over. But no, it's kind of falling into the contrived, stereotypical sword fights that never really happened, but... I mean, they did, but it was something that very, very, very rarely happened. It never happened like this. But then again, I guess if he didn't want to kill her, right, then I can see that being possible. I know people are like Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. I want to say Oh, I'm sorry, I want to say Chi, so I want to say Tsushima, but so Tsushima. That's hard to pronounce. Ghost of Tsushima, though. That looks really cool. Tsushima. That game looks fucking awesome. I can't wait for that. Okay, thanks, Mr. Banana. Oh, okay, this is another game. I was about to start skipping through. It's starting to look like Microsoft, Sony might redeem themselves here.
The oldest house is a
Excuse me.
shifting place. There are rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
Okay. Pre-rendered bullshit, by the way. Also, I am doing this through OBS. This whole time I have been. That hasn't been edited in. Just for the record. Weird cover shooter? It's Singularity 2, baby! It does give a third-person Singularity-esque vibe, doesn't it? No information on it, though. Just a bunch of pre-rendered bullshit. Published by 505 Games, though. 2019. That's good. So it's right after I quit that they started showing all of the games. Well, maybe it's good that I did quit then, because since they're showing all of the games now, I just wouldn't have given a fuck, and I would have been angry at everything at the time. So it's Toy Story the game. Ew. What a nasty sack of shit. Ugh. Is this delving into the life of CWC? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Seems like it anyway. Oh? Pre-rendered bullshit, by the way. Just thought I'd put that out there. Pre-rendered bullshit. Oh. The game ended before it even started.
What are you doing? Get off! No! Get off of me!
Oh, it was a rat. Nom nom in a bottle of fun. Yum yum yum. The fuck is this? Fucking Blade? The fuck is this shit? It's Resident Evil. A new Resident Evil. That isn't a weird spin-off with Resident Evil's name in it.
Money's in my account.
It's weird. You know, the one with the in the house with the zombie people. You know what I'm talking about, the recent one. That was weird and didn't have Leon for some reason.
Things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
I'm okay. Okay. Sony's redeeming themselves.
Surprised you made it.
3 games in a row that I think look okay. Control kind of looks good. It looks good, but Ghost of Tsushima saw it. Tsushima, not Chi. Tsushima, and this look like great games. How long do we got? 45 minutes. About.
It's coming back.
I mean, it's a pretty generic trailer. Oh, is this a remake of Resident Evil 2? Oh shit! That's fucking awesome! You know, I didn't play the older Resident Evil games because I didn't like... Don't fucking pre-order video games. Because I didn't like the... What? The top-down kind of perspective that those games had. That's the only reason why I didn't play them. Otherwise, Resident Evil looked really cool. But, if it's a remake of 2, then that'll be great. Because I think that game fell into that same category. If I remember rightly. Yeah, I'll play that.
Co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Oh, fuck off.
We're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe.
I'm having a stroke.
action platforming stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub.
I love how they,
how
these people always have to resort to the same thing because they don't have a creative bone in their body.
Right now, look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here.
They have one thing and they just throw everything that they ever make. They just throw it at everything that they make, and they have the exact same voices, like this. It makes me just not want to bother with anything that these people make, because it's like, ha, it's Rick and Morty. It's Rick and Morty, right? That's how I feel about those games. So that's why I don't care. Oh, Kingdom Hearts, good.
Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
Alright. More Kingdom Hearts stuff. Oh, I still have pre-rendered bullshit up. I'm sorry. I had that throughout the Resident Evil 2 stuff, didn't I? Oops. Yep, it's like I was saying before, they still have exactly the same art style of Kingdom Hearts. It's upgraded, the environments are upgraded, but the characters aren't. They still look like they're from the old Kingdom Hearts games, which I think is amazing. I think it was a really, really good choice, and I like it.
Yes. Surprising, isn't it?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down. It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
I'm looking.
See what I mean? They've been... I mean, not him, but, like, see how they look the same from the PlayStation 2 version? And the Kingdom Hearts 2 and 1, I mean? See? They have that same kind of look. But it still changes based on the place they are. It's so good.
The unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process.
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The new 7 hearts.
Now, set your heart free.
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh?
Axel's back?
Cut your hair, too.
I thought... Huh? I thought he died. Spoilers. Well, apparently not, but I thought Axel was fucking dead. I thought he got killed by Heartless. God, January 29th. I can't wait. PS4. Oh, it's HD 1.5 remix. Oh, this is just going through the remixes. I heard the song, and I immediately got a bout of nostalgia. I was like, what are they doing? No, it's just... Oh! So they let you play through the entire story of Kingdom Hearts? That's awesome. That's really good of them. I'm glad they're doing that. Ow, my ears. Death Stranding? I like the thumbs up.
Some border bridges
the man who delivers.
Yep. Death Stranding. Okay.
Tears.
It's Kojima, so how can I not be interested?
So
Kojima makes great games.
like me. What's your level?
I mean, we all know this, though, right?
I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but
I think there are very few people who would argue otherwise that aren't part of Konami.
Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
I like how they give the name of the song that's being played here. That's nice. Gameplay too? Nice. I will say, something that I don't like about Sony's conferences in general is that they don't show the HUD, and I understand what they're going for with it, but I want to make sure I'm actually seeing proper gameplay and not pseudo gameplay that's slightly pre-rendered bullshit like The Last of Us was, and not trying to trick you into thinking that's actual gameplay when it's not. That's what I mean. This looks very interesting. It's different than what I expected. I expected it to be more of a horror game. And it doesn't look too horror-y. I'm sure there are horror elements to it, and it does look like it's some sort of survival game. But, I mean, it's a Hideo Kojima game, so I have hope. Well, that man is fucked. Not this man, the other one. Oh man, I've had to do that when I was really young. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Give me your hand in life. Yeah, same tattoo. And the rash. Really big rash. That's really not a good rash. You really need to see a doctor about that. Uh-oh. No, that's not good. Hi there. You have a very weird face compared to the rest of your body. I don't know if it's too detailed or not detailed enough. It's a weird thing. Just punch it. Don't be a pussy, just bop it. Fuck him up. Do it. Slow this a bit. Punch him right in his ugly face. I assume it's ugly. That was really Final Fantasy-esque.
Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long.
That looks like a really not useful umbrella, and it's gone. Continuity error.
Just won't let go. I'll see you around.
Of course his name's Sam. It's a Kojima game.
Status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move.
Every protagonist in a Kojima game has to have his name start with the letter S.
You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
They have to have that really low, gruff voice. I got an idea. The gods of the other worlds, or something. Okay. It's nice we're seeing gameplay. Oh. That's a lot of Mewtwo's. Uh-oh. And he's dead. Okay. Well, it's nice that we saw gameplay. The problem is, though...
keeps the time fall away.
Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, it's crunchy. Mmm.
You're too late. You still don't know.
Ah, PS4 exclusive. I was going to say with Kingdom Hearts 3 before this started, I thought that was coming to Xbox as well, but I guess not anymore. I don't like exclusives as a rule. So even though I have a PlayStation 4 and I'm going to play this, I'm not happy that it's an exclusive. I think exclusive kind of ruins the industry. It's definitely not good for it. Yeah, the problem with... I think this is Neo 2 considering... Yep, this is Neo 2. Oh, I would have been... Oh my god, I would have been freaking the fuck out if I saw this and not already heard of it. It's still hard to believe, though, that there's gonna be a Neo 2. Oh my god. Fuck what I was saying before. I'll say at the end of this. It's Neo 2. The Amrita is back. Scientology is back. Maybe. Oh. Oh, and that menu song too. And the death song. Damn, nothing on it. Just that's going to be a thing. Well, you know what? I love Neo so much that it's one of the few times I'm glad to just know it's going to be a thing that will exist. That makes me happy. Anyway, so with Death Stranding, okay, whatever. Since it's a Kojima game, it's one of the few things where I'm like, I don't really care too much about gameplay. Oh, it's Spider-Man, who cares? I don't really care too much about gameplay because it's a Kojima game. You don't really know what you're going to get from gameplay trailers. You have to wait till it's out in order to, and you have to play in order to know what it's supposed to be about. At least if it's not, well, even when it is Metal Gear. Sometimes, right? Anyway, Spider-Man, so from what I understand, they're supposed to be bringing back the old school good web swinging mechanics that were in Spider-Man 2, I think. In which case, this could be a good game to fuck around in if you get it for cheap, but what was I saying? Sorry, I had to do a small cut there because someone came to my door. Oh yeah, so it'll be a good game to fuck around in if it's like 10, 20 bucks, but full price is... Unless you're a really big fan of Spider-Man, I don't see it being that good. It definitely gives me a Spider-Man 2 feel to it, though, which is nice. The combat looks like a more refined Spider-Man 2, if I remember it correctly. Apparently, web swinging is supposed to be more that route and not shit like every other Spider-Man game. It's not supposed to be like the last one in that everything was broken and terrible and there were really ridiculous gameplay mechanics that didn't work. But I don't know. I just never think these superhero games are ever worth full price. Nice reflexes.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was busy.
Take that as a yes. So that's why I think if you're really big into Spider-Man, this would be good. But if you're just a little bit into Spider-Man or not at all, then I mean, it would be a nice game to play. The combat mechanics look good enough. The web swinging looks good enough. Looks like a nice open world, but it's just not worth 60 bucks. When there are so many other games coming out. The thing I don't understand is why would you buy this when there might be Neo 2 coming out, this Death Stranding, Kingdom Hearts 3, Resident Evil 2, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2, even though I don't like it, I know a lot of other people do. There's Just Cause 4, Dying Light 2, Battletoads. Never forget about Battletoads. Is Devil May Cry 5. Metro Exodus, Sekiro, a new Ori. I just look at all of those games that have been announced just at E3. And I think, why would you buy and play this at full price when there are all of those other games? You know? And that's why I think unless you're big into Spider-Man, there's going to be other things. Or you just have a lot of money to blow. And you don't care about it being 60 bucks.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is nuts.
It looks good though. I know I'm shitting on it a lot, and people are maybe thinking that I sound like an asshole. And I wouldn't say you're wrong, but you know how I am with everything. I'm a bit of an asshole. So I realize that you may be thinking that I don't think it looks bad. That's not what I'm trying to say. I think this actually looks pretty good, but I just don't think it's worth full price.
My new suit. Dashing. Where'd you get it? It's an exclusive club.
The black man in white. Or something. I don't know who that is. I'm just calling him the black man in white. The black and white man. I don't know. I mean, he's black.
In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
He's just one person. I don't understand why Spider-Man doesn't just leave. He's obviously outnumbered. Oh, because he has plot armor and he knows he does. Oh, well, never mind. See, I don't get it. Why doesn't he just leave? It's dumb. Why did he take out 5 of these people at once when he knows he can have a hard time with just one of them? Okay, so there was a little bit of a twist with the game story at the end there. That still doesn't change my mind on it. And I don't like it's just called Spider-Man. Oh, boy. Oh, okay. Oh, is that it?
I think they should be terrified of you.
Oh, it's people talking again.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then another one can be getting the jump height right or whatever it is.
It's amazing. Like,
Yeah, it's just people talking. Okay. Okay, they redeemed themselves. I quit. I got angry and quit. At the wrong moment. I got angry and quit just when things were actually going to start, which is a shame. But then again, I would have been angry throughout this whole thing anyway, and I would have been shitting on everything, probably including Resident Evil 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. God damn it. Tsushima. It's not that hard. Tsushima. I want to say Tsushima for some reason. It's Tsushima. Anyway, let's do the rundown. But first, let me say the conference. It started out really terrible, and it picked up. I don't think it's bad Microsoft's though. I don't. They showed a lot of good games though. It's better than Bethesda's and EA's. Okay, it's better than theirs. I think because of the beginning, it might be on par with the PC gaming show. I don't want to say it's better or worse than it, but it's on par with it. Fuck it. Let me give you a nice little here. This is a nice image to look at while I'm going through this. So on par with the PC gaming show, they showed a lot of good games. They announced Neo 2, which is great because I love Neo. Neo was great. They gave us Death Stranding, which again we have to wait for, and Ghost of Tsushima. Again, Tsushima, not Tsushima. Tsushima was unexpected. I didn't expect a new IP to be announced at Sony, at least not like that. So that was really nice and unexpected, and that looks great, and I'm looking forward to that. That's one of the highlights of E3 for me, I think. So let's go down the list then of what I think of everything that they announced. Now the list is really short, thankfully. It's only 9 games. So The Last of Us 2. What I said when I was in my fit of rage is all true. I didn't like The Last of Us 1. The controls for The Last of Us, I think, were garbage and ruined the game. The story from what I played of it was... I don't think it was good. I think it was really generic. I keep in mind, I didn't play too much of it. I only played for a few hours, but from what I played of it, was really boring and generic, and it was, oh, it's another zombie game. And The Last of Us 1 came out when zombie things were popular. Zombie everything was really popular, and I think that tainted my impression of the game heavily. My brother really liked it. I wasn't a fan. And I think it came mostly down to the control scheme. But the other thing you have to remember is I do not like survival games. So between the bad control scheme, the bad cover-based shooting, and the fact that it's a survival game, and the fact that I was really turned off by zombie games in general, I guess is the best way to say it. And I thought the story was boring and not my kind of thing. I didn't finish it, and I don't plan to finish it, especially now, since I haven't played a shooter on console in a very long time, and I know I would just get even more frustrated if I tried to play through it again. I guess PlayStation 3 emulators exist now, and I could emulate it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that at some point with The Last of Us 1, replay it, and see if I can appreciate it more with it being on PC, being on an emulator. But that's not going to be for a long time until the PlayStation 3 emulator is more refined. And that's just talking about Last of Us 1. Last of Us 2, I'm afraid it's going to fall for the same problems. And even if it doesn't, I'm so sick of zombie games, even now, that I know I wouldn't enjoy it. And I don't care. And I won't care until I play through The Last of Us 1. And even then, I probably still won't. So, that's The Last of Us 2. For me, anyway. And I know I'm mostly alone in that opinion. I know a lot of people love the game. But you know me, I never jump on bandwagons. I never like a game because everyone else likes it. Or I hate a game because everyone else hates it. I very much have my own opinions on pretty much everything. And I do not like The Last of Us, despite the fact that everyone else loves it. Call me a hipster if you want. I don't give a shit. That's just my honest opinion. I'm sorry. If anyone does think I'm a hipster for saying that, I'm sorry for having my own opinion and not jumping on bandwagons. Really, I truly am. Next is the Ghost of Tsushima. I did it again. Tsushima. The Ghost of Tsushima. It gave me a real Neo vibe. It gave me a really nice Neo vibe, and I liked it, as you could tell, because at first I thought it might have been another Neo game, but with a different title, maybe Neo, but a different region, a different story about someone else, but it's not. It's its own game, which I think is great. I'm glad Neo is going to have its own second game, and I'm glad that it's going to still be Neo. But regardless of that, this game looked really, really cool. The problem with Sony presentations is, again, because there's no UI, even though we got gameplay, we don't know if it's pre-rendered bullshit like what was shown in The Last of Us 2, which was clearly a fair amount of it was pre-rendered bullshit. So I can't really gauge anything from the gameplay, but it looks cool. It looks really neat and fun, and the time period, the setting, Mongolian invasion of presumably Japan, even though if I remember correctly, it may have been a different country, but if I remember correctly, the Mongols didn't invade Japan because Japan paid off the Mongols so they wouldn't invade them, because Japan was smart and knew that they wouldn't win. So they paid the Mongols to not invade Japan, and they set up trading routes with them. So that never happened. So it might be an alternate history thing. It may also be in the China-Korea area. Man, I can't remember if Japan had invaded that area during that time. Fuck. I don't think they did. I feel like they didn't. But maybe they did, I'm remembering wrong. But anyway, whatever the case, the setting looks cool. I'm just, I guess I'm going to have to brush up on my history of it a little bit because I'm confused as to why it seems like it's going to be the Mongolian invasion based in Japan. It's probably an alternate history thing, in which case I'm all for it because I like alternate history. And even if it's real history and I'm just remembering it incorrectly, I'm still all for that. That's one of the reasons why I really, really like Neo, is because it's based on real life. So I could keep going about what I saw from that game, but the main point I want to drive home is I'm looking forward to more, and I'm very interested in it. Then we have a game called Control. There was no information on it. It was a very short, weirdly transition between gameplay and CGI, pre-rendered is what I mean, video. So there's nothing to say about it. The art style, there were a lot of bright colors with it, which is nice. It's a nice change of pace from what usually comes out of games nowadays. Although it's shifting more towards the colorful and the less gray, and it's been doing that for a while, and it feels like it's starting to become less gray, more colorful stuff. But there's nothing to really say on it, unfortunately. But I'll keep a lookout because it looks like it could be interesting enough. Oh yeah, and after the Ghost of Tsushima, the musicals things just ended. They were done. They said, we're going to take you on a journey with our games, and then they just gave up, which was really strange, but I'm glad they did because it was stupid. Resident Evil 2? Oh, man. It's like I said during the conference, right? Resident Evil is a series that I've been interested in and I've wanted to play. The problem is that the older games, I don't like how the camera... Because I don't like isometric games in general, and Resident Evil isn't an exception. And the older Resident Evil games, as everyone probably knows, has an isometric camera. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the gameplay mechanics are very focused on a lot of back and forth, and I'm not a huge fan of that. And then the problem with the newer Resident Evil games, the ones from the past decade or so, are fucking garbage. So, except for the last one. The last one was good, but I watched a whole playthrough of that, unfortunately. I'm sorry that I'm breathing through my mouth, like, sometimes I'm aware of it. I'm apologize for it. I'll try to stop. So I really do hope that this can be good, and I hope if it's a remake of Resident Evil 2, that'll be nice. I'll play it if it's a remake and it doesn't have the isometric camera, but I can understand if it would. I will absolutely understand if it would, but I won't play it if it does. And if it's a new game, then I'll play if it's a new game. Basically, whatever happens to it, as long as it doesn't have an isometric camera and it's not garbage, which, if they have Leon in a Resident Evil game and it's garbage, again, then I think people are going to just completely give up on the Resident Evil series, and I wouldn't blame them. So I'll be looking forward to more of that. There was Rick and Morty shit. Don't care about it. Moving on. Kingdom Hearts 3. I talked about that for a very long time after the Microsoft conference. Both when the trailer happened and after the conference. So if you want to hear my opinions on that really badly, then you can go watch that, and it's there. Other than that, I don't have anything to say about it, and I don't want to be repetitive, and I want to move on to the Square Enix conference as soon as I can, so I can finish off E3 here. There was Death Stranding up next. Death Stranding... They showed gameplay, which I'm glad. I'm glad they showed gameplay of it. I'm glad they gave new information on it. There wasn't a release date, though, which is a shame, but I can understand why. It's a Kojima game. He has his own studio, so he's not bogged down by Konami to rush things. He wants to take his time with it and make it good. And knowing Kojima, he's going to make it good. So I'm not sad that there's no release date. I'm just anticipating one. And but I feel like that next time, if they say anything about the game, there should be a release date, or at least a time frame, because otherwise it's going to fall into the same problems that I did it again. I'm sorry. That, what was it called? What was the game called that's doing that? Star Citizen. It's going to fall into that category of games for me, and I don't want that to happen with Death Stranding. And I don't have an opinion on it because since it's a Kojima game, there's nothing to really say about it until the game is released, because Kojima's weird. Kojima's a fever dream. All of his games are. Even when you play them and you play all of them, you still don't understand fully what's going on. So looking at a new IP, a new game from him, and trying to figure out what's going on and what the game is going to be about is pretty much impossible. So there's nothing to really say about it. It looks, to me, from what the gameplay showed to me, is that it looks like it's going to be some form of horror survival game with less emphasis on both, which is weird. But that's Kojima for you. Weird. Neo 2. They flashed on screen for a second. I'm excited. If you've watched me play the first Neo, you will know how much I love that game. Neo is great. I'm looking forward to it. And it looks like it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be more Neo, but presumably more refined. It's still made by Team Ninja, which is good. It's still made by Shibusawa, which is good. And Koei Tecmo, all of the people that worked on Neo 1 are working on Neo 2. No one new, no one's missing, everyone's there, so I assume it's going to be more Neo, but more refined. Maybe more things, more spirits, presumably, which is great. And even if it's not, even if it's just more of the same, more Neo, more of the same gameplay, just a new game, a second one, I will be absolutely fine with that. And then they ended it with Spider-Man. And maybe they had more after that. I'm not going to watch through the VOD to see if they had more. For me, this is going to be the last game that they announced. And I don't know. It looks like it's going to be a good Spider-Man game. It looks reminiscent of 2, which is good. But it's, like I said during the conference, why would you buy Spider-Man for $60 when there are all of these other games that are going to be coming out soon? I don't see why you would. Unless you just have money to blow or you really, really love Spider-Man. I don't see the reason. And because the last Spider-Man games have been pretty terrible, I don't see many people being... Oops. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. What did I do? I accidentally hit a lot of buttons. I don't see a lot of people being fans of Spider-Man games. Because the only good Spider-Man is Spider-Man 2. I think that's what one it was. I think it's Spider-Man 2. But if it isn't, you know what one I'm talking about. If you've played it. That's the only good Spider-Man game. And I don't think a lot of people have even played it. For one thing. And even the people that have played it and liked it are tainted by the Spider-Man game, so I feel like not a lot of people are going to even look at this game as something they are looking forward to. And I just, even if people are looking forward to it, even if there are people that played Spider-Man 2 and liked it and see this game and think this looks like Spider-Man 2, and even if it plays like Spider-Man 2 but better and more modern, and even if you really love the Spider-Man series, even if all of those 4 things are true, I still don't see the justification spending $60 for it, unfortunately. If it drops down to $20, then I can see people playing it. I could see why people want to buy it, but I feel like it's coming out at a really shitty time. Because there's so many good games coming out. So that's Sony. On par with PC Gaming Show. Not as bad as Ubisoft. Not as bad as EA. Not as bad as Bethesda, but still worse than Microsoft. And about, as I've said multiple times, about the same as the PC Gaming Show. So the last one that I have to do, which will be after this video, is Square Enix. Again, just to make sure everyone's clear, I won't be looking at the Nintendo conference because I couldn't give less of a shit about Nintendo games. I'm not getting a Switch. I don't have a Switch. If I got a Switch, the only thing I would get on it is Smash because everything else is overpriced. So, yeah, I'm going to skip that because it doesn't pertain to me. So I'm going to go watch Square Enix now. Thanks for watching these conferences. Thanks for watching me talk about the Sony conference. And this is weird ending of a proper video for the first time in a really long time. Alright, goodbye.